Momo pin is like your last chocolate, Charlie, your last piece of chocolate. No matter what, you have to protect it. And when it comes to internet security, you don't trust anyone.
Hello, Pauses. You're welcome to another exciting episode on the Pause Point podcast. We are glad to be on your screens again. Today, we are going to look at a very interesting topic, and we are not oblivious to it. I mean, it's going on in our society, it's going on in Ghana, people waking up to their accounts being empty and all that. So, today, we are coming to discuss issues about Momo dealings, the fraudulent acts that we see in our country, and how the internet seems not to be safe these days. So today I'm here with a tech guy, and we are going to decode how these people fraud us. I mean, the scams that they do and all of that. We are here to talk about it and see how they scam us, how they fraud us, and they take money from our accounts day in, day out, and I mean, they leave us so devastated. We are here to look into that and see how we can avoid these schemes of these frauds. So stay tuned, and please don't forget to subscribe. Hit on the subscribe button, subscribe, like, share to friends, and let's spread the knowledge, let's spread the education, and know how well we can safeguard ourselves against these fraudsters. Stay tuned. As usual, I'll be your host for today. I'm Stephen Forsen, and I'm here with Richard Justice Do, and he's the tech guy here to help us decode how these fraudsters, I mean, they fraud us and everything. So today we are going to look at how we can safeguard ourselves and guard our account from these Momo frauds and everything. And we are going to spice the discussion with some internet safety tips. Yeah, so stay tuned. Richard,
Hello.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm fine, yourself.
I'm doing very well. I mean, looking at the issues on social media and the stories we hear, I mean, they are so fascinating and very sad. I mean, yes, very sad. I mean, a lot of people come on board and they share stories of, I mean, people take, I mean, money from their account day in, day out. It's rampant right now. So there is a need for us to talk about it. I mean, how do these things happen now?
Well, it's not a big deal though, but some people make themselves vulnerable.
Okay.
Yeah, they make themselves vulnerable.
So how do you mean? How vulnerable are they?
Yeah. You could see someone will use the date of birth as his Momo pin. Someone will just go to the Momo vendor. Pocho, you miss away my pin here day.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people will be like, hey, patro, pin one paper though.
Yeah.
Jake Foko yi scam yi demo. All these things, you can send an 8-year kid to go and withdraw money for you.
Yeah.
When that 8-year goes there, another person will be there monitoring the pin. Because some people just disguise themselves just to steal pin.
Okay.
They will do what? They will go and they will try and they will attempt withdrawing money, and they will withdraw the money. So we make ourselves vulnerable to certain things.
Okay. I mean, so we shouldn't be vulnerable to the society about our Momo pin and all that.
Yes.
But how do these people work? What's the mechanism behind these fraudsters? Because for some, I mean, they don't share their pin codes, nothing. Like we hear stories, and I mean, we can't decode them. We can't decode these stories. So what's the mechanism? How do they do it?
First of all, I would say your Momo pin is like your last piece of chocolate. You have to protect it at all costs.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to share it with anyone.
Okay.
Although people don't share it, but at least they give some hints about how their Momo pin is.
I see.
Maybe I used my last 4 digits of my phone number as my pin. Oh, conversation. Oh, maybe I'm more pin there. And yet them grab my phone number, maybe you're giving me an hint. So most hackers use something called brute force attack.
Okay.
So they use brute force attack.
Brute force
attack.
Okay, brute. Yeah.
So they will insert your phone number and will tell the system to generate possible pins from that phone number. Or some people too can add your date of birth, your house number, some people can go to the extent of going to check your PC index number or your WhatsApp index number.
I see.
Yeah, some people can go to that extent, get all of them, give it to that security, and that brute force will do what? Will be cracking till they get the actual pin, and they'll use it to what? Try. And some too, they use their mobile money app. to do transaction. And mind you, the mobile money app, you either use your fingerprint or maybe your face ID, yeah, or sometimes they will tell you to input a code. But you need to have what MTN is supposed to do is they need to put a prompt there that you either enter your PIN or you create a PIN for that Momo app. So before you send a transaction, okay, you are sending it to maybe Stephen Forson. Okay, Stephen Forson. So you press send, and a prompt will come on your phone that maybe enter your PIN or maybe enter before the money can be sent. Yeah, and sometimes too, you have something we call SIM swap. SIM swap is we do it in this way. They will swap your number and put it on and embed it as my number, or they'll make it as my number. So when they make it as my number, I can do everything, receive your messages and everything I can receive it on my phone without you knowing that I have swapped your number. That's what most hackers do to get your PIN or to draw your money. And before someone withdraws your money, it has to go through some processes. And those processes is what I'm thinking of, because MTN is saying before you draw money from a vendor, you need to allow cash out. You need to allow cash out. So why is it that I haven't allowed cash out and someone is able to withdraw money from my account? That's what I'm truly thinking of. And I got to understand, I realized that it's the allow cash out works only for the Momo vendors. But if someone wants to push money to Voda network, it doesn't go through withdrawing money, but goes through send. So you have to put some measures in place. When you are sending money, send. You have to put some measures in place to block. And I would recommend that MTN should have a dedicated security team to do such things. A dedicated one, not the one that phishing, don't do this. No, people monitoring it before you send money to this person. They know that okay, you are sending money. You both parties have understood it. Then the money will be shared across other network. Hackers, they know that when they send from MTN to MTN and you call MTN on block now, so they push to and Telecel, and the MTN people will be like, because it's Telecel, you can't do anything. You can't tell me you can't do anything. You are both telcos, and you are a telco. You provide us with core credits. You don't. Now you've taken the work of a bank, and you've told us to put our money there so that when you go somewhere you can just withdraw instead of keeping physical cash on us. So you are now acting as a bank. So you can't tell me that the money sent to Vodafone, you can't do anything about it. You are both telcos, you can communicate. You can communicate easily. So you'll be like MTN, Telecel will be because it's Telecel, you can't do anything. You know the Telecel CEO, you can call them. You know the Telecel network engineer or something, the person who is in charge of, you can call them that this and this has happened. So they should do something about it. You can't tell me that you can't do anything. You have to do something. Yeah. And recently an incident occurred that a lady said money has been pushed from the account. That's 11,000 cedis. And she was there and she had a message.
She says she didn't share a PIN or a code or whatever. So
yeah. And later on the lady came outside that it's because she was on a call. How? I didn't get that statement. I'm on a call with someone. How was he able to withdraw my money?
So she was saying that the person called her about these data services. See, I mean, lately you see that a lot of people share data bundles, come and buy from me and all that. So the person called her for her to advertise what he is doing. And I mean, outright she said no, she's not interested. She can't help the guy to advertise the data product. So the call ended without her sharing any code or whatever. So she wanted to cut off the guy's incident, a scene from the whole story that it's not the guy that frauded her or something. Right? So that was the story she was chipping in. So how did it happen?
Eva, I don't know the mechanisms they used in withdrawing that money. But MTN called, they said MTN called and the guy blah 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 blah. You can't give that excuse that the guy, because it is my phone, it is my SIM, it's my name.
Yeah.
So how were they able to withdraw that money? And I didn't receive any prompt to enter my PIN. I just had a message.
Yes.
That my money has been withdrawn.
Yes.
How?
That's a big question.
How?
That's a big question.
How were they able to do that?
Yes. So people were asking that. So it seems that our monies are not safe.
They are not
in
safe.
the mobile money account.
And I won't advise anyone to use mobile money as a savings account.
Okay.
I won't, because it's something that maybe you have some 100 cedis in it, and maybe you went to maybe somewhere and you need to buy maybe cocoa or something, and okay, you want to go and withdraw, but don't keep an amount of maybe 6,000, 7,000. Charlie, you're moving ever how? Me, if you steal that kind of money from my account, I'm dead. Like, I can't do anything, because that's my life savings. And if you're into business, you're doing importation, and maybe you receive such amounts from maybe such large amount, it's either you transfer it to your bank or you go and withdraw it and keep that money. If you can't, I know that now there are robbers and criminals and other stuff, but the best thing is to transfer it to your bank. Forget about the charges and transfer it.
Okay.
If you don't, if you are saying that maybe a bank will be receiving that maybe 30 cedis, 40 cedis just by sending this amount, and a hacker stealing like 6,000, which one is more painful?
The hacker stealing 6,000.
So just send it to the bank so that the bank will take it from there, because you won't hear that someone has withdrawn my money from the bank. No, you won't hear that.
Yeah.
But telecos, they do.
They do.
And why MTN?
Yeah, why do we say MTN?
Yeah. Why MTN is because a lot of people are using MTN to do business transactions than Vodafone.
Okay.
And you won't hear that someone, although Vodafone sometimes they receive large amounts, because the last time someone sent me a large amount, like it was very large, through my Vodafone.
Okay.
I didn't receive any call. Someone sent me 1,000 Ghana on my MTN. I was that as soon as the money came in, hey, make us a free MTNs. And some of them are very dumb. Like, excuse me, dumb that you are calling me from MTN and you're using a 30-go number. There isn't a 30-go number to call me.
I see.
Yeah. No, MTN will not call me with a 30-go number. Yeah. And we Ghanaians too, we don't learn. We don't want to learn.
Okay.
MTN will come to FM, TV station, that MTN will only call you with 0244 0000000. But someone will call that from a 30-go like 026, 02 days, like 027, and you fall a victim to it. You don't have to do that. Sometimes when they call you, just hang up. Mr. This can open a baby do or for MTN. MTN will call me. Don't call me. You just tell them MTN will call me that this and this has happened.
Okay.
Or maybe the vendor can report. The vendor that sent the money can report that maybe okay. This is the instance. So let me call MTN and report that I just sent a money to this number, but it was a mistake. So MTN will call them that money, and a hacker will call you. Mr. Nis come away. And a sister in your land and one guy or sister. No, you don't do that. So you have to know. And one thing is, Ghanaians fall victim to social engineering.
Okay.
If you are able to convince them enough, they give you everything. If you are able to, because maybe Stephen, I'll call you. Hey Stephen, that they won't find me coin, I am a cost but say 100 cedi being mommy. That's what some hackers do. 100 cedis being mommy. Okay, oh there. And yes, they say no. Some hackers will initiate something called a session.
Okay.
So before Uber send this Uber enter a pin, you initiate the session now. As soon as you enter your pin, all the money is gone.
Okay.
So in such cases, what I was doing initially was I'll put my phone after the call, I'll just put my phone on flight mode before I turn it on. But the SIM swap uses some technology that if you put your phone on flight mode, it swaps the SIM and he will do everything. If he has the pin, he will do everything. So nowadays I don't put it on flight mode.
So they will take control of your SIM card.
For that brief period. So I don't do that. Now what I do is, as soon as you call me that day, before I send you money, I'll just put the phone down. I won't send the money. I'll wait for like 30 minutes or something before I turn off my phone and turn it on again.
Okay.
Or sometimes I just remove the SIM and just put it in back. But within 30 minutes or before I'll send the money.
Okay.
Some will be calling you to pressure. Don't forget their pressure. You can tell them I'm busy. When I'm free, I'll send it to you. You can tell them that.
But why is it that, I mean, almost all the time, okay, more they will be sending 2,000 Ghana cedis, 3,000 Ghana cedis. Second name account, nobody will call. But the moment money gets to my account, that's when people start calling. Yeah. How did they do it? How did they know or get this information?
Yeah, this one, I wanted to say insider, but I won't necessarily focus on insider because sometimes the Momo vendors work with those scammers.
Okay.
Those scammers. So I say, we are sending 4,000. Okay, we have to withdraw 6,000. Just come on the number.
Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes too, we portray ourselves, we love lavish things. We don't want to show that I have money. I have money. I have modogu. Yeah, I have money. So if you make yourself vulnerable that you have money, you become a target.
Okay.
And they'll start monitoring you. So they don't just wake up and withdraw the money. They just monitor you. They will read you. They read your transactions. I don't know if MTN has an insider threat there. The person will monitor your transaction. Okay, in the 10 minutes time, 2K. The next 5 minutes, 3K. The next days, they wait a week time. Still, you have that amount. 1 month. Yeah, that like you have about 15,000 in your account. In the next week, like 20,000. Some people can go out to 100,000 in their Momo account. The Momo is not your bank. It's not a savings account. It's not your. It's just for day-to-day buying. If you're receiving something, you send it to your bank. And I was saying that insider, if there's an insider, he monitors certain things and because if you go to MTN, they can print out all your transactions.
Yes.
So if the person is inside, there's an insider doing data, he knows, and he'll be like, okay, now I know this, so maybe let me check your PIN and let my people work on it. I have my share. I'll get my share. If they do that, that'll be the process. Because I don't know if MTN has a dedicated person who takes care of all PIN codes, or our PIN codes, then are they encrypted? We don't know for now. And the person checking all transactions, is he reliable? We don't know. We don't know such people, but those things are there. We don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So the question is, are our mobile money PIN safe? I'm asking MTN. Are they safe? This is not their answer.
MTN, this is for you.
Are they safe? So if they are safe, I'm fine. But if they are not safe, they should get a security team that will be doing that work for them.
I see. But how can we protect the account ourselves?
Ourselves, I would say, for you to protect yourself. Me, the way I use my PIN, like, it's very difficult for you to guess it. Sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll check the time, 11:45. That's my PIN.
Okay.
Yeah, I can be there. Okay, it's now. Okay, today is maybe I can. Okay, today I received 2,500 in my account. That's my PIN.
Okay.
I do change it. At least me, because of the buy and sell that I do, at least every 2 days I change my PIN.
Okay.
Every 2 days I change my PIN. That's me. But if you are the type you don't really keep money there, at least every 6 months you have to change your PIN. If you receive money regularly, try every 2 days. change your PIN. Every 2 days or every week, change your PIN. Because they don't use just a day to withdraw, they steady. So at least every week you change your PIN. And don't fall victim. Don't allow yourself for hackers to try to like do what, I don't know how to put this, I don't know what, try to manipulate you in giving them.
Yeah, that's what I want us to really talk about, the social engineering, because we have a lot of, sorry to say, illiterates in Ghana, illiterate people using the mobile money, especially MTN. Our mothers in the market, our grandmothers, our fathers. I mean, lots of people are using them, right? So I think social engineering is one of the key mechanisms they use to fraud. I mean, these people, and it's becoming rampant now. So how can we safeguard ourselves against social engineering?
Social engineering itself, protecting yourself, it's somehow it needs both intervention. Because the reason I'm saying that is everyone has its own method of manipulating you.
Okay.
Everyone has its own method of manipulating you. For now, I can call you. I'll be on YouTube, maybe an incident that has already happened. I'll be playing it at the background. Then I'll be like, shh, boy, my boy, move from the boy, my baby accident, boy, no my catching. I'll call again. The same, boy, network, boy, won't send him, boy. So you like tension by foul. And these things are being used to like for our parents. They'll say, okay, woman, when the bad way to coin, okay, or coin from quantum, maybe Kumasi. Okay, yeah, and yeah, I'll let my boy steal the guy's phone. Okay, now they've stolen the phone. Assuming they've stolen the phone, and the scammer will start calling. Mommy, I don't have the phone yet. But then you accident to ask the tension, like, or Kumasi, like he's going to Kumasi. Mommy, but then you accident to Atonso Daishin. I don't know if Atonso is a Kumasi.
Yeah, I think it's
yeah. When you accident to Atonso Daishin, then mom, no, I can't see. Mommy, you do hospital, doctor, and they say, 1,000 cities, or see, young. The tension, obviously, definitely, the mother will send it.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. My social engineering, there, everyone has its own
Story,
way.
like the story too.
But just be vigilant. That's the only solution.
Okay.
Know the person calling you. Apart from when I was in a tertiary, my dad was supposed to send me money. I think I called him on Monday and said that Tuesday he will send me the money.
Okay.
Tuesday in the morning, someone called my dad that I said they should send the money to him.
Wow, then this is an insider job. Because how did the person know that?
They should, like, my dad would be sending me money. So my dad too is the interview is very smart. It was like, okay. The person called again. He was like, okay. And he called again. He was like, and later he called me that I'm not catch up with there. Let me see me catch in check. I said, hey, go for the best I'm gonna do. Hey, sharp money, no. Like, and one thing is, I told him that I'll be traveling 6 a.m. to Accra.
Okay.
So I needed the money. And the person called like 5:30. Hey, so how?
This serious.
Yeah.
This is so this like part of the social engineering. So it means that more of it comes from someone who knows your story,
Who knows you?
who knows
Who you are?
Okay.
And I don't know if my roommate, because when I was making that call, my roommate wasn't around. So I would say that my roommate told someone to do that, but nobody was not around. I'm mostly in the room alone. Yeah. So who? How?
That's serious.
And my dad and my mom, they don't keep money. As soon as you buy something and you send it through Momo, at that instant they go and withdraw it. Because some people, when they send at first, when you send money, this is what they do. As soon as they did, then they reverse the money. Now they've changed that. MTN has changed that process. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. MTN has changed that process. Because I did some. Yeah. Boys. We went to buy something, and as soon as we left there, we reversed the money back into our account. That was, I think, 2018. 2020, 2021 there.
Nice.
Yeah. We reversed it.
But yeah, he has changed now.
Oh yeah. Well, that I was like, I wanted to know, like I was trying. It wasn't my money. Like it wasn't my money that I withdrew. It was a friend who did it. Yeah. But I was there, so I'm part.
Okay.
I was there, so
Yeah,
I'm part. Yeah. Like they went to buy a top from a boutique.
Okay.
Then
they paid and they reversed the money.
Now anything has changed from that. Before you reverse the money, they will hold the money and confirm from both parties before they release the money.
Okay, that's fine. So with this social engineering, it means that we should be very skeptical. We should be very skeptical. Now someone calls me and comes up with a story, so almost all the time you confirm it from the other party before we try sending the money or whatever. Okay. Yeah, that's a news for all of us, a good education. And learning from this, I mean, we should safeguard ourselves so that we wouldn't just wake up one morning and be like, my money is gone.
Money is gone.
Yeah, someone wakes up and my money is gone. So I mean, recently there was a story on the media. A guy was like, they withdrew money from his account, and immediately they withdrew the money. Like the money was pushed to a KDC account, right? Now he didn't have any money, so I think he called his brother that his brother should send him money. His brother sent the money and they withdrew the money again. So it means that these people are really studying us.
Yeah, they are with you.
It's serious.
Yeah, they are with you. One thing about hackers is they are always with you, but you know them.
Okay.
Yeah. And in our Ghanaian society, we have some ebebia. There was a Abubakar one there. Someone close to you is the one selling you out. So we need to be mindful of our friends. Yeah.
So usually these hackers are from within us. Or either they are within us and they are giving information out. Okay. So you should be careful about the Momo vendors.
Momo vendors, your friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mostly your friends. Yeah. Because most Momo vendors, the young ones, when they are going to withdraw money, and the young ones, they openly type their Momo pin. I don't get it. Sometimes I'll be there, I'll be standing at someone's back and the person will type the Momo. Like, I don't know if they are now using iPhone. But
I think we have the idea that you can have my Momo pin, but I have the SIM card. So, I mean, with my number, you can't do anything because the SIM card is with me. So how can you hack me?
Okay. Let me give you this scenario. I have a guy on campus. They swapped his SIM, so he wasn't receiving calls. The number was active. He wasn't receiving calls. He wasn't receiving messages. And the scammer was using his number, the phone that was with him, the SIM card that was with him, to call the mother for money.
Okay.
To call the mother for money. Yeah. Not knowing the person has diverted all his calls. The number will be active. Diverted all his calls and also swapped the number.
Hey, that's serious.
So he was lucky. He had another number that the mother knew. Yeah. Then the mother called him that one of my friends said, "Okay, I'll say baby." So when you brought, and I later dialed #31#. Then I got to know that the person forwarded everything to inside. So the #31# deactivated everything and showed him that all this outgoing and everything, SMS and everything, has been disabled.
Okay.
So if you want to do this, you can dial #31#. Star. It's not star.
#31#. Okay.
It will disable all every outgoing calls.
Oh, okay.
I do it every morning as soon as I wake up.
So #31# to disable any calls.
Any calls, any message that have been forwarded to.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good information. Now, let's look at our Momo account. People use it for savings account and lots of that. Now, you've advised us that it is better not to save our monies on mobile money, right? So, for better use, you should just send it to our bank account.
Yeah.
Now, good. Now, when you go to the internet, there are a lot of misconceptions about the internet you use now. Thinking about social media, people say that it is not safe. It is not safe at all. So, what do you think makes the internet not safe?
The internet is a good master, but a bad servant.
Okay.
The internet is a good master, but a bad servant. We have something we call I think big data.
Big data.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that we have some algorithm in social media. If you don't take time, it will distract you. One time, a pastor, I don't know, I won't say the church. A pastor called me that. Oh, you come to Facebook, piano, porno show. Then I was like, hey, pastor, if it true, like, he be young pastor, so
okay.
Yeah, if it true, I say, God, I say, pastor, yeah, Coco gonna worship on. It was, you know, I said, oh, some media, yeah, porno na worship, and then tell me, hey, so the algorithm takes all your search,
okay,
everything you are searching for, then it shows up on what. Facebook, okay. Instagram, all that stuff. So maybe you can take your phone and search online, maybe iPhone or maybe Jumia. When you go to Facebook or maybe YouTube, all that advertisement, Jumia, Alibaba, Jumia. That's how the big data works. So I won't say subscribe to porn or something, but if you want to watch, Google has these settings. Incognito. That one, everything you search will be anonymous. Okay. It won't show at Facebook, it won't show on Facebook, it won't show at other stuff.
Let me cut you here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would entreat that you hit on the subscribe button and you subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and comment with any questions that you have, any suggestions that you have. Bring it to the comment section and read it out and we do justice to it. Share, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, and let's enjoy these discussions. Let's continue, Chief.
Sure. Okay. So, the internet is very good. I don't have TikTok account.
Okay.
I don't have TikTok account. I only have Instagram, Facebook. Then Twitter, I don't go there because Twitter is not a real world. Someone will insult you, and I'm going to mark my home. So I don't really go to, I have an account, but I don't really go there.
Okay.
Yeah, I will go there to follow my tech people, then I read some things about mine. Yeah, and I also follow MTN Bank of Ghana just to be updated on some things. TikTok itself is very good, but a bad master. Depending on the algorithm, what you watch.
Okay.
When you come to my Instagram, I only watch podcast, short podcast, security, books. Like I read books, so that's what comes. No funny content will come. But if you watch funny content, all your content will be funny content. And you can even spend 3 hours on TikTok. You never know that you spent 3 hours. It's
now,
very good.
Let's talk about those people that share these links on our WhatsApp pages and all that.
Yeah.
Because I learned, I mean, sometimes they contribute to our insecurity on the internet, right?
Yeah, that one there. And the links that we'll be talking about. Someone will say that Bamia is sharing 30 gig, Mamia is sharing 50 gig, yeah. is sharing laptop, Students Loan Trust Fund is sharing loans. Please be vigilant. Before you tap on those links, first of all, check. We have something called HTTP and HTTPS.
Okay.
HTTP is not secure. It's not protected.
I mean, say that to the camera.
HTTP is not secure. It's not protected. HTTPS is secured and protected. So before you tap on such links, check. And also, if President Momo or former Vice President Bawumia is sending you 30 gig, 40 gig, didn't you see the ministers? Like, come on.
Yeah, the Minister of Communication and all that to broadcast.
Vice President Bawumia is not the Minister of Communication. So how can he send you 30 gig? And also, filling those forms, you input your email. Sometimes you input your date of birth, your phone number to receive that bundle. And also, if I have this information, fine, I don't know you input your name, but I have to confirm the name. So I'll try sending you money through your mobile money. I'll see the full name there.
Yeah.
First of all, I've gotten you. So as soon as I call you, hey, bro, he's been forcing. Say, because he already have your name. You go bro forcing. Say now. One kakra. At first, I used my mother's ID card to register my MCN SIM. That was then before I changed it to my name. They call me Pochomary, that's in here. Because that's my mother's name. Okay. That as soon as you mention that, I know that you are a scammer. And another thing is when they are sending you messages, sometimes they don't use if you draw money, they say MTN mobile money. Yes. But cash you receive and it's someone's phone number.
Yes.
And sometimes you need to check.
The
grammar.
Spelling. And I mean, upon all these, then you allow yourself to fall victim.
It's greediness. It's greed. Because you haven't worked. You haven't done anything. And they say, complete this survey and then give you $10. Come on, you are in Ghana, you want $1 to eat. You don't want to look for a series. Yeah, it's greed. Let's put those greed aside and be vigilant. And we have a lot of Ponzi schemes. Invest 60 cedis and you watch ad and I'll pay you this amount. It's Ponzi. They will steal you. Okay. Those Ponzi schemes, the way they work is the first people will benefit, but those that will come later, they've gotten the amount to read.
Like the first thing will benefit, then after they just come all the others.
Yeah. And another thing I want to talk about is the way we share our personal information online. Our ladies, Snapchat, location, correct? Punch lodge, correct? Okay. Correct. Everything, correct. Correct.
This is where I am.
Then correct. Beach, correct. So if I'm a scammer, I'm monitoring you. Okay. Watching your story. Get the kakra on. Okay. Now get the minimum number. So let me try something else. Maybe kidnap you or something. Because they are monitoring you. Kakra will feel it. Yeah. Location my own bofma. So certain things, the information you put outside attract.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have a reformer, a coffee computer magic man, and then you also go and dress like then you follow them.
It happens.
So you need to be mindful of the things we share online. Everything, all these are our security. Personal information, don't share it out. That's why when you go to a company that I'm looking for maybe this person, they'll be like, does the person know that you are coming here? They'll go and confirm before.
Yeah, that's true.
You need to protect our personal information. You don't have to give it out. It's personal information, not outside information. It's personal. So you need to protect certain things. You need to protect certain things. Yeah.
That's nice. So looking at the internet and like you said, the HTTP and the HTTPS. So if I'm logging on to any site and I don't see the S attached, I should just disregard it because it is not secured. Yeah. And these times too, you can be there and someone send you a message or like a text message. Apply for this job. There's this job. Apply. You know the unemployment rate in Ghana is so high that the first thing, then let me just apply. You share your CV, you share your stuff. I mean, these things all contribute to our insecurity.
Yeah. Mostly, the CV that you are holding contains everything about you.
Yes.
The CV and the resume, they contain your school, your days, what you've done. So someone can easily impersonate you. Impersonation is working in Ghana. It's working because your CV contains everything about you.
Yes.
And they'll be like, okay, scan your passport and add it.
Yeah.
And put one medal. Because now they have everything about you.
Okay.
Just that they don't have the information of your parents. Because they are not being included. But sometimes they'll go to the extent of scanning your birth cert in addition. The birth cert has your parents' information. Yes. So if they have a job and they'll be paying you in dollars, my brother, USA won't go. They don't have a high unemployment rate there. True. Like they will employ you at that instant. Yeah. But you need to be mindful of certain things.
Okay.
You need to be mindful. Don't share your personal information out and avoid location clear. Yeah.
So we shouldn't go to vendors and give our phones to them. That will draw my money for me.
You have to do it ourselves.
And you have to do it ourselves. Now, what about our old women who don't know how to do it?
Our old women, sometimes we the young ones now, we worry them because I got to when I was at MTN office. Yeah, I was purchasing I think a data sim, purchasing, and the woman came and she was like, not knowing the elder son was the one withdrawing the money. So now the woman won't trust you again.
Okay.
So the older woman, what I would say is, you need to get someone you trust and you go with that person. Get someone you trust and you go with that person.
Okay.
You see, so that you tell the person the pin there, and from there, don't give the phone to that person. Take your phone, hold it your phone. Don't give it to him, or don't give it to him that, oh, do this for me. Go to a different person to do it for you. That one will be better. Yeah, because you're not a boy and one boy. Yeah, you're not a boy and one boy.
I get it. I mean, I'm sure you've enjoyed the discussion today. A very interesting one. How we can safeguard ourselves against these Momo fraudsters and make sure our monies in our account are safe. So let's take this education very seriously. Let's spread the knowledge. Share the link. Let people get to hear this message very well. Subscribe and let us all join the family and educate the world about how we should securely use the internet and secure our monies in our mobile money accounts. Richard, thanks for coming today, and I'll give you just 2 minutes to say something to our viewers.
So all I can say is your Momo pin is like your last chocolate, Charlie, your last piece of chocolate. No matter what, you have to protect it. And when it comes to internet security, you don't trust anyone. Don't. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for joining us, and see you next time. Bye.